呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 58 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We're in a series here. The Kishu Raido, which again was like the origin or the beginning of blind following. Part 4. We get interesting art here. This looks to be Itadori with maybe Mahito's hands around the shoulders, and then Fushiguro with maybe Sukuna's hands. In any case, we ended the previous, well, we're probably going to get an explanation here, so let's just read it. 気配が大きすぎるもの。気配が大きすぎるもの。The thing of too much exceeding a too big presence. Presence, too big existing or too big thing. 息を潜めているもの. Things that, okay, so we're getting a bunch of mono here. So things that have like too much presence or too big of a presence. And things that hisomete, that lurk in breath. Things that lurk in breathing. Is this an expression? Iki-o. No. Okay, things that lie dormant in breathing, in breath. すでに呪霊に取り込まれているもの and already too late to curse spirits being taken in things. Okay. No idea. Yeah, already too late by cursed spirits being taken in things. So a bunch of things. Too much presence, hiding in breath, and things being taken in by cursed spirits already too late. Okay, これは狂信だ. As for this, it is 狂信. It is resonance, sympathetic vibration. All right. 取り込まれた呪霊の中で力を抑えていたスクナの指が6月のイタドリの受肉をきっかけに重力を解放したんだ。Okay. Among the cursed spirits being taken in. Torikomu. Yeah. Among the cursed spirits being taken in, the power isn't Olsai to pin down. Sukuna's finger, like pinning down the power. And I don't know, we're off to a really rocky start of me really figuring out what the hell this is all saying. Kikake is a chance or a motive, and kikakeni is with as a start, taking advantage of. Okay, so taking advantage of the release of cursed energy of the received meat of Itadori in June. The incarnation. June's incarnation of Itadori taking advantage of the release of cursed energy. Okay, and what was this again? Among the cursed spirits being taken in, fingers of Sukuna pinning down the power. All right, the English went with one of Sukuna's fingers. I don't know where you get one, but one of Sukuna's fingers was hidden by a cursed spirit. Okay, so they're taking tori komareta as hidden. Okay. What is it means to be taken in, to be brought in, to be captured, to win over, to defraud, to be busy. Okay. When Itadori consumed the finger in June, it released its cursed energy. Okay, well, that's release of cursed energy. I'm not sure why Kikake. Again, that means like maybe with that as a chance. In June, Itadori receiving meat. Okay. Mite kure wa onaji da ga. As for doing the favor of looking, or as for looking, it's the same. As for looking, it's the same. Osaraku shounen in no yatsu yori sudan. Oh, okay. When you look at this thing, it's the same. And so we're flashing back. This is the thing that they ran into in the Shonen In, the juvenile facility, the youth center. So perhaps more than the guy from that place. Sudan, like several levels. Yeah. More than the guy at the juvenile facility, several ... suggesting he's probably several levels stronger or something. Okay, really rough start here. So it's really not clear what this whole introduction was. As for these things, they're resonating, presumably the fingers or something. And maybe this was referring to fingers in different states. The English, again, went with the one that possesses the ones that possess an immense presence. Okay, too big of a presence. The ones that are hiding. Okay, lurking in breath, hiding their breath. And the ones that are already taken in by cursed spirits. Okay, the ones that are taken in by already too late by cursed spirits. Okay, that all makes sense. They're resonating. So he's talking about the fingers. And then we get this recap. Okay. Eesh. Gee. So this thing is somehow related to the thing that they ran into at the juvenile facility. Okay. Something is being thrown Ushigoro's way. Tsuyoi, strong. Boosh. Oh. Okay, so he blocked or something with this cursed tool and it broke. That would be the piece flying off. Okay, it's coming in for the attack. The boon sound is normally like missing. Okay. Nue, that's the chimera. Zoo. I can't tell what's going on here. Is the divine dog coming in here to like grab away Ushiguro while he calls Nue? It doesn't see. It seems to be coming in with a fist, a punch. So is he not going to get away? Okay. Meanwhile, I guess we're flashing back. This is fading back into something, and here's Gojo smacking down Ushiguro. Baki. Hi, mata boku no kachi. Yep. Like, again, my victory. I win again. Mezurashii yo ne. Megumi ga boku ni Keiko tanomu nante. It's rare, you know. Megumi, that's Fushiguro. By me, Keiko. Practice, training, requesting. It's rare for, like, how could you be asking for training by me, Megumi? Yuji ni oikosarete aseta. By Yuji, that's Itadori, hastened to chase. Oh, being overtaken. Being overtaken by Itadori. Is it aseta? Are you in a hurry? Are you being impatient because of that? Okay, we're in full flashback mode now. Ma, se ni hara wa, hachi wa, no, hara wa. Se ni hara wa, kaeraremasen kara. Well, se ni hara. As for a stomach on the back, not able to change? Okay, this is an expression. Se ni hara wa kaerarenu. Not able to escape an urgent problem without making some sacrifice. Yeah. That's the translation. So you basically, you have to make some sort of sacrifice. Literally not able to change a stomach on the back, I guess. Sonna ni iya. That sort of a thing, is it detestable? Do you not like that sort of a thing? Boku ni tayoru no, like making a request of me. Megumi wa sa, jitsuryoku mo potential, potential も有事と遜色ないと思ってんだよね。So, as for Megumi, as for Fushiguro, you know, even the true strength, even the potential, Yuji Sonshoku. Sonshoku Nai, which is favorable comparison. So Sonshoku means inferiority. And so if it's Sonshoku ga aru, it's to be inferior or to suffer by comparison. But Sonshoku no nai is a favorable comparison. So not inferiority, not existing. So that's what he's saying. I'm thinking that you're not inferior to Yuji, to Itadori, even with true strength and potential. あとは意識の問題だと思うよ. As for the rest, I think it's a problem of ishiki, which is like will or volition. Or consciousness. I guess I'm thinking ishi. Megumi, 本気の出し方知らないでしょ? So Megumi, like true spirit, way of putting out, you're not familiar with, right? You're not familiar with how to like go all out. Honki, truly the way of going out, putting out. Huh? What? 俺が本気でやってないって言うんですか? Me, truly not doing it? Is that what you're saying? You're saying I'm not like really doing things seriously? やってないんじゃなくて、できてないんだよ. Not doing it, it isn't. So it's not that you're not doing it. It's that you're not able. できてないんだよ. You're not able. 例えばさ、この前の野球 as for example, you know, the previous baseball, the baseball game previously. Flashback within a flashback. なんで送りバントしたの? Why did you do, this was the like sacrifice bunt. Why did you do that? 自分がアウトになっても、野原の類を進めたかった? Okay. Oneself, even if becoming dead, but he says out. Even if becoming out, Nobara, that's Kugisaki, I think, right? Her Rui, her base wanted to advance. So you wanted to advance her base, even if you sacrificed yourself, even if you died, even if you got out. それはご立派. As for that, that's remarkable. It's splendid. でも、ユージや僕なら, but if it's me and Yuji, 常にホームランを狙う. Always aiming for a home run. Keen. バントが悪いって言ってんじゃないよ. A bunt is bad, saying that am not. So I'm not saying a bunt is bad. 野球は団体競技それぞれに役割があるからね. As for baseball, a group techniques, dan, tai, kyo, team sports. Team sports, all the more yakuwari, like separate roles. Assignment of parts, it exists. So that's what baseball, and as for baseball, team sports do that. Assignment of roles. Yeah, each one is a role. でも、呪術師はあくまで個人競技. However, as for sorcerers, in the worst case, it's an individual, I guess, individual sport. To the bitter end. To the bitter end, it's an individual sport. Is kyogi game or match? Yeah, it's an individual game. 他の術師との連携は大事でしょ? With other sorcerers, as for renkei, which I guess is like communicating. Yeah. As for connecting or linking with other sorcerers, that's important, right? Daiji. まあね、でも周りに味方が何人いようと. Well, you know, I guess, or like sure, but however, surroundings, allies around you, how many existing? 死ぬときは一人だよ. As for the time of dying, it's alone. Gee, okay. Which is opposite of what Itadori has said that he wants. 君は自他を過小評価した材料でしか組み立てができない. As for you, jita, one's area, oneself and others. 過小評価, something about the value. 過小, too few? Underestimation. Too few price. So you've done the underestimation, the underevaluation of oneself and others. As for you, zairyo de shika, only as ingredients? Yeah, only as ingredients. Kumitate ga dekinai. Not able to do kumitate. Not able to construct, build. You've done underestimation of yourself and others only with ingredients. Construction is not possible. Okay. 少し未来の強くなった自分を想像できない。A little bit of the future of becoming strong oneself. So oneself having become strong, a little bit of that future, imagining is not possible. You can't even imagine a future where you're stronger. It's not possible. 君の奥の手のせいかな? It's the fault of your backhand? I wonder. Oku no te, you're in the backhand. Your secret skill. Your trump card, your mystery. Interesting. Okay. Hey, Wincing. Yeah, happy heat wave. Stay cool. So it's the fault of your secret, your mystery, your trump card, your last resort. I wonder. 最悪、自分が死ねば全て解決できると思ってる。Okay. In the worst case, oneself if dying, everything 解決できる. Resolution or settlement being possible, you're thinking. Okay, so it's the fault of that. You're thinking that everything will be resolved if you die in the worst case. それじゃ僕どころかナナミにもなれないよ. As for thinking that way, 僕どころか, which is like as well as. Oh, yeah. Let alone to say nothing of. So me, let alone even to Nanami, will not be able to, you won't be able to become. So you won't be able to become like not me, let alone Nanami. If you're thinking this way. 死んで勝つと死んでも勝つは. Okay, so it's dying and winning. And even if die, win. As for that, 全然違うよ. It's completely wrong, completely different. Megumi. Oh, okay. He's saying these are completely different. Dying and winning, and even if die winning, those are completely wrong, or completely different. Even if die win. Yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. All right, we're fading out of the flashback. 本気でやれ、もっと欲張れ. So do it seriously and all the more yokubare. Yokubare is going to be like to be selfish or to be self-absorbed. Yeah. All the more lust after whatever, power, whatever. Okay, so here we go. Oop. He may have gotten knocked out a little bit. Okay. 何票気を失ってた? So yeah, how many seconds lost consciousness? 玉剣は気配. As for treasure dog destroyed. いや, no. 術式が解けたか? No, the technique was resolved. Za. ここまでだな. It's like up until this place. 古べ. Okay, that's not basis loaded. This fu is like cloth or cotton. Nuno. It's that fu. Linen or cloth. And then ru. All right, let's go ahead and look this up. We've got the king. We got then what would normally be like urusu. Sure, that's where the pronunciation uru comes from. Okay, so that is not a word. What is this? Oh, it's lapis lazuli. And the other character is just part. So like cloth, blue cloth part. Yeah, club part, whatever. Could be a number of things. All right. He says furube. Zo. Something's happening. Takara no mochi gusare da na. A treasure that's held and rotting?
Hello there.
Hello there. Takara no mochi gusa. An unused possession. Yeah, literally a rotten, a held and rotten thing, but a treasure of that. So an unused treasure. But unused, again, in the sense of like, and it rotted away. All right, and he's flashing back to a memory of Itarori as Sukuna there. Yameda! It's done. It's stopped. Okay. Jujutsu shi no seichou kyokusen wa. Okay. As for the something line of growth of a sorcerer, kyokusen, curve. As for the curved growth of a sorcerer, kanarazu shimo yuruyaka de wa nai. As always, kanarazu shimo. It's not always. As for the curved line of growth of a sorcerer, it's not always yurugate wa nai. Yurukate. Yuruyakate. I'll get it eventually. Yuruyakade. Gentle, loose, or slack, it is not. It's not always easy. Not always gentle, slow, easy. Okay. お前の No. お前あの時 You that time なぜ逃げた Why did you run away? And what do we have here? 影の奥行きをすべて吐き出す。奥行き。Depth or length. Spitting out all of the depth or length of a shadow? Kage no okuyuki. The depth or length of a shadow, everything spitting out. Imeji shiro. Do the image. Boosh, boosh. Okay. No idea what's going on here. 具体的なアウトラインは後回し、重力を練ったそばから押し出していけ。Okay. 具体的. That's like physical. Yeah, concrete, tangible. As for a tangible or concrete outline or a specific outline, later atomawashi, I guess like run around later. Atomawashi. Yeah, put it off. As for a concrete outline, put it off until later. The netta soba kara. Polishing, refining the cursed energy. Next, soba kara? Soba kara? Right after polishing or refining the cursed energy, I guess like push it out. Yeah. After refining or polishing the cursed energy, push it out. やってやるよ. Like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. 自由に freely. Okay. 確かな土壌、一握りのセンスと想像力. Okay, so with a certain dojo, certain soil? What else can tashika mean? Certain, sure, definite. Okay. With a sure, certain, or sure or definite soil. One grabbing sense. Power of imagination. The power of imagination, like grabbing one sense. あとは、些細なきっかけで人は変わる. All right, we saw kikkake already. That was back in the very beginning. With a chance or a motive or whatever. So as for the rest, with a sasai chance or motive, a trivial or slight impetus, as for people will change. Okay. So that at least makes sense. As for the rest, as for a person will change with like a trivial impetus or whatever, a slight push. The English took this part as with a firm base, skill, and imagination. So I guess firm base is solid soil. Solid soil, a grip of sense, and the power of imagination. Okay, that makes sense. The rest, with a slight push, as for people, they will change. Whew. Genkai o koeta, exceeded the limit. Mirai no jibun o, of one's own future. Exceeded the limit of one's own future. Jibun no mirai. Yep. Ryo o. Ryoiki tenkai. Ryoiki tenkai. So he's doing domain expansion. Hey, Hyperfox, how's it going? You made a cowboy-based domain. Your perfect timing. This is the first time we're seeing Fushiguro's domain expansion. So, Ryoiki Tenkai. Oh. Okay, what do we have here? Cowboy-based. Well, giddy up. What's your finishing move? Kango on a te. Okay, what is all this? This is a garden. This is darkness, joining, and then I don't know what these two kanji are. Kango. Oh, hey, fitting together. Fitting together, Kango. On a shadow or gloom? Yeah, shadow or gloom garden. Fitting together, shadow gloom garden. There may be some other, sometimes these things seem to have a little bit of a pun in them. The English went with chimera, chimera shadow garden. So somehow getting chimera out of this. Somehow getting chimera. There may be some other chimera. Chimera nue. Yeah, those are usually the words for chimera. So I'm not sure where the English is getting chimera, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Zaboom. Ha ha. Okay, so he's laughing. He's saying, oh, what do we have here? There's like there's feathers, maybe like a bird. Some strange forms here, right? It looks kind of weird. So he's laughing, saying, Fukanzen. It's incomplete. It's not complete. Busaiku mo ii toko da. It's also it's a good place that is busaiku, which is like ugly, clumsy. This might be at the best. So it's ugly at the best. It's plain or clumsy at best. I tokoda can mean at best. Maybe that's what he means here. Da ga ima wa, but as for now, bota, bota, bota. That's heavy drips of blood. As for now, gakun. Kore de I. With this, it's good. So like this is fine. Kero, kero, ribbit, ribbit. Okay, so he's got some weird like little frogs down here. Gi. Okay, something's happening. Okay, something's happening. Fushiguro is kicking him. Want to see your domain? Yeah, when we're done with this chapter, sure. Okay, something's happening. This is this flood of frogs. Is he riding on the flood of frogs like a wave? It's hard to tell. Ping. Jiu-ni. Oh, motto jiu-ni. All the more freely. All the more freely. Wait. Wait, what? Oh. This guy fired off a thing. This guy fired off. That's what the ping was. All the more freely. Apparently he tried to block it. Hirogero, which is widen, like a command, widen, broader, bus. Doddle, drip. Okay, so that went through his head, and it looked like it went through his head, hand and head. Jutsu shiki no, widen, like of the, widening of the technique. Pachu kaishi o, and do, I guess, kaishi. Oh, sorry, kaishaku. 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 Interpretation. So I guess widen or broaden the interpretation of the technique. Okay, so we're getting like more animals appearing. Something's happening. I have no idea. Is that Nue? That might be Nue. Yeah, that's Nue, the chimera. Opa. Okay, this guy is trying something. Za. All right, all that black stuff is gone, or most of it is. Aha. Art. Dus. Which is kind of like a thud. Oh. Okay, so dog heart, because the sound of the dosu was the sound of this fist going through its chest. Gyokuken kon no tsume wa. So as for the claws of the treasured dog and kon, are ni mo kizu o tsuketa. Even to that thing, or also to that thing, like you can be wounded. Wounded by even that thing. Fui no omae o tsuranuku kurai wake nai sa. Fui. You, unexpected or abruptly or unforeseen, tsuranuku. Tsuranuku. To the extent of being penetrated or pierced, reason does not exist. So there was no reason that you couldn't also be pierced or penetrated unexpectedly or whatever. And there's a flashback here. Is this? Oh, that's Hanami. Hanami in the background for some reason. Maybe a recollection here. Anyway, Jiwa. Zaf. Tsukarita. I'm tired. Death is inevitable. Okay. Weird chapter. Da-da-da-da. I guess that was supposed to be a revelation of Fushigoro's ability, taking a step forward. Something tells me this thing isn't dead. That seems to be how these things go. But we'll see, I guess, maybe next time. That is the end of chapter 58. Back with this guy, I guess, maybe next time. More in chapter 59 as we hit part 5 of this series. We will read that chapter next time.